All right, good morning. We are going to go on with a little bit of a spotlight on Hagradon. He's the brand new Triple S commander. They've got internal evolutions at the moment. He's just come out today. So we're just going to go through his skills. We're going to go through the champs that he works well with and where he might not work so well with. So, and then actually what we'll do as well is we'll go through a little bit of a sort of rolling up. I've got two here, I've rolled one, and the sort of skills that you're looking for to actually roll on this fellow. So he's a displacement skill hero. A displacement skill is anything that a member of your team uses that moves them around the battlefield that's not walking or running. So a dash, a jump, a spin, anything like that will actually count as a displacement skill. And what this does is, after using a displacement skill, all allied heroes receive a shield equal to 30% of their max HP. It lasts for 5 seconds. It also increases the damage of the next skill by 60%. Deploying next skill, deploying 3 or more Vanguard heroes will activate these next 2 effects. Every time your Vanguard heroes are attacked by an enemy hero or monster, there is a 40% chance to regenerate 3% of their max HP. So the second skill, increase the damage and max HP of all heroes by 20% in PvP only, including regular arena, galactic arena, and summon arena. So I've seen some reviews on this as well, and Eternal Evolution is quite renowned for not sort of transcribing the information over correctly or portraying the information correctly. So when it says, after using a displacement skill, all allied heroes receive a shield, that is just totally incorrect. With Taylor, and we'll test him out in a bit, Taylor does his jump, and it's only himself that actually gets the shield. And that shield is equal to 30% of his own max HP. We'll do a little bit of a check to make sure that the damage is about 60%. And yeah, this is pretty good. In the patch notes, they didn't mention how much. It's not lifesteal, but it's kind of like damage vamp, I suppose. Where if you take damage, there's a 40% chance that 3% of the damage done to you, you'll regenerate. Sorry, there's a 40% chance that you regenerate 3% of your max HP whenever you're attacked. And it doesn't say there's any sort of cooldown period on it, so it should just be a sort of almost 1 in 2 chance of you regenerating 3% max HP. All right. So the sort of heroes that this guy's going to pair well with is someone like, Leo, Crete, Taylor, any of the assassins, because they obviously teleport around the map. Anyone using displacement skills, that's what you're after. Because it gives you life steal, it means that you're going to have more survivability for your frontline sort of heroes. So although you get life stealing heroes, normally they're built for DPS and not so much sustainability. So the life steal is not going to affect them as much. But yeah, for someone like Leo, he's going to be able to, again, not life steal, sorry, it's damage vamp. He's just going to be able to survive for a little bit longer. Also, this is good for heroes that do damage. So where the first part of the skill is not great for Taylor, the second part of the skill is great because he's going to bump his damage 60%. The part where it's deploying 3 Vanguard heroes and more, very rarely would you ever want to deploy 3 Vanguard heroes. But in the Twilight Lands, there is a stage where you do need to have at least 2 Vanguards, and if you have 3 Vanguards, you max out the skill, or the passive skill. So this guy's going to be quite important during Twilight for those Vanguard Bond missions. All right, so rolling this fella up. So ideally, you want to get someone that does displacement. So Leo does do displacement, and I've got a +2 on him, so that's good. With Hercules, doesn't do displacement, but I mean, if I was running Hercules in there, he'd get a bit of a buff. But so far, rolling this fella up +10, it's worth rolling him a bit further because we've gotten 2 stats in something that's quite good. So we're going to roll this fella a little bit further. Got a front, so say Leo will get an extra 550 attack, which is okay, not great. going to chuck another. Backline's going to get crit damage. So normally we'll be running a DPS team. So if we had a Taylor in the backline, he's going to obviously use displacement and he's going to get 7% crit damage. So that's a really good buff. So let's roll this guy all the way. And Assassin's really good. So Assassin's going to get crit rate. So essentially a perfect team here would sort of be a Leo frontline getting his extra attack. You have a Taylor and a Bailey in the rear. So you're getting Bailey's going to be getting crit rate and crit damage. Taylor will be getting the crit damage. You can then also have a Randall in there as well, because Randall's going to buff the attack through his passive ability. So yeah, even having what is it? Randall and Bailey in the middle line getting the extra crit rate, and then Bailey getting the attack. So that is an incredible first attempt at rolling up Hagradon. Oh, Hagradon, sorry. That would have been nice if it was a percentage front line, but I'm definitely not complaining about that. So make sure he's locked. Let's see if we get as lucky in the second roll. Not great. Botta could be useful, so I will actually roll this up just so I've got a couple of Hagradons. Oyster isn't going to help us out too much, I don't think. So we'll just see if the first stat's any good. Terrible. So this one's not worth my resources on leveling. I mean, I've got a few, but I've only got a few because I don't waste them. So that is a no-go. But that's good. We've got one really, really good one to start off with. So let's go and build a team that would use this fella. All right, so as mentioned, we chuck Leo on the front. My Leo should be able to take this, but did he not? Again, Pain Rune's going to be good because we're going to be using Vanguards and Assassins in here. So we're going to get more shields and we're going to be doing AoE stuns. And then this one's going to give us more shields from a healer, which means with Pain Rune and Displacement, lots of shields, lots of stuns. So let's go through who's got Displacement. So Randall has Displacement. Taylor has Displacement. Mooka actually has Displacement as well. Leo has Displacement. Rez actually has Displacement, so his role that he does to avoid battle, he will actually that classes as Displacement. Creep counts as Displacement as well because he's got the big jump. And that's pretty much it. So let's go. We'll watch this. We'll watch a video in slow motion with these guys having a go at this. Again, it'll be good once I get Bailey. Bailey will be a top tier hero for this. But right now, this is what we're working with. So in the front, Leo and Mazrani are going to get bonus 550 attack. In the back, we're going to get a bonus bonus 7% crit damage. So that'll apply on Taylor and on Randall. Randall's going to buff Taylor's attack with his passive skill. And Randall's also going to get 5% crit rate. And then the other buff we're going to get is from Mazrani, and that's going to be the 50% bonus attack. Let's have a little go. All right, so we've got the little shields here from the that's from Flashpoint. You can see those shields are just building up at the moment. Now, what we want to see is we want to see Taylor's shield buff a little bit further using the displacement skill. So plus 220,000 shield. Now we're going to see what Leo gets for his shield. So he got multiple shields then. He got a lot of shields. We'll go Randall shield here. So this is his displacement skill. So he got quite a bit there. 222. Yep. Even more. So you can just see the amount of shields that we're getting off here. And now with this heal, Flashpoint will help generate a shield if it's a maximum heal. All right. Start letting him run an auto now. So Randall, he's going to jump over here. Lots of shield. Taylor's buffing his shield up. But yeah, we can just see like, the amount of shields that we're getting for all the heroes that are displacing is amazing. So the last thing to actually show is how the wording is incorrect in the speech. So when it says that all heroes gain a shield when someone uses a displacement skill, so at the moment we see there's no shields here or very small shields. We're going to use Randall's ultimate over here, and we're going to notice that Randall will get quite a large shield, but Masrani and Taylor won't actually generate any more, or won't get that large shield. So watch a Masrani, no shield here, whereas Randall did get his shield. What we'll do is we'll time this so that Taylor uses his ult as the spider's going there just to try and protect him a little bit. However, they should do too much damage for Taylor to be able to take. No, we got. That's the amount of shield that you can actually get, so that's quite a massive hit, especially on stage 15. And that displacement shield is 100% carrying us through this, along with the healing from Masrani. So we're going to get a huge attack from over here. No, the shield can't take that. All right, well, I hope that's actually quite a good sort of demo for what Hagradon can do. So, I mean, we were only running 4 heroes there. Leo's only Mythic, so not EX10. So he's got a long way to go. And but yeah, that's the sort of strength Hagradon. I think he's really going to come out in Twilight, and I think people will start using him quite a lot in PvP because he has a few PvP bonuses. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a bit of fun with Hagradon. I definitely plan on trying to get a few more over the next week and getting ready for Twilight Lands because I think that's where he's going to be best. Anyway, thanks a lot. Have a good time. As always, if you like and subscribe, I really appreciate it. And yeah, keep tuning in. Have a great time.